I actually started off in production. I started off doing arrangement. My first published arrangement was for Faris Hussein in 1987. You know Faris Hussein? Kali pertama, the first Malaysian CD ever produced. Lagu Kalipat I did that one.
Itu you arrange. Lagu tak lah.
That was the first. Actually it was my brothers lah, especially Adnan lah. He give me the opportunity to do arrangement work. So from that onwards, I've been writing songs since lama dah lah, since 80s already lah. My first published work, I mean put aside Sinaran lah. Sinaran is not something I'm proud of. It's actually Julizan punya tu lah. Ni kan masa tu Julizan menang bintang TM 1984. And I wrote song selagi hayatku ada. It's a cliche ballad. It was for Pesta Lagu Malaysia. Pesta Lagu Malaysia ke? Dulu they had, kan in the 80s they had a lot of song competition. It was fun lah, you know. They had ABU last time. Izham, Obri Suito, Adnan, and Wahidin, we all used to compete. But from that onwards lah, that Juliza menang bintang TM, and then Adnan pitch lagu tu lah. He produced. No, actually he didn't produce, someone else produced. He just pitched the song. So that was my first song.
Tapi bukan you arrange lah.
Dah maksudnya.
Nanti you mau apa?
14 lah.
14? Muda-muda kita.
And then in the late 80s lah, I started doing more production, arrangement. Lagu Sambaria tu, kita punya, I arrange that one.
You arrange juga?
I had the honour of recording Surya Buti.
Tu zaman dulu ni.
Multi-talented keyboardist and guitar. Beautiful.
You arrange that song? Bukan, it's not your song, it's your...
Adnannya lagu. That was fun lah. Last time we had all these drum machines, and I see myself more as some person of technology lah, yang guna technology for music. I'm more into the computer. I'm not a performer.
You're computer style lah.
I can't even play in other key. I can only play the key of C or A minor. So if I have to play other key, I use
transpose.
I consider myself as a programmer, as somebody behind, somebody doing all the technical work. Not like macam my brother. Dia memang performer. He's a Berkeley trained.
So among your brothers, yang most active you and Adnan lah.
Azman is more to audio, to film, and all that. He does film scoring and he does audio, follies, sound design. Tapi he used to be singer kan.
Ya dulu
he's a singer.
You tak lah singer.
I pernah duet apa.
You pernah duet?
Syamar that's the only duet.
Tapi
I'm very proud of that song. Unfortunately I don't remember the title. Apa nama lagu tu? Sorry.
Tak apa.
The reason why I'm very proud of that song is because it's the only song that I did everything.
100%.
I wrote lyrics, I sang, I produced, I arranged, I did everything.
So you mean usually you tak buat lirik lah?
I don't do lyrics. Sometimes I do lah. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. And kembali ceria.
Kembali ceria. Kembali ceria.
Kembali ceria. You can find it dalam YouTube.
You tak buat lirik ke?
Adalah Alif Aziz saya pernah buat lirik.
Alif Aziz yang
first album dulu.
Apa ni?
I wrote lirik, saya buat melodi.
Total berapa lagu dah you
actually tak banyak lagu, boleh bilang lah.
Tapi semua meletup je dengan
ada some song yang I write tak the number one, the singer tak, the label tak push. So it becomes wasted lah, you know. Secondly, they push but radio station doesn't want to play. So
you nak bercakap you 4 kali menang. Berapa kali menang AF?
4. The first one was in 1999 lah.
Lagu apa?
Selama.
Ya lagu tu.
Masa tu I belum pindah sini lagi. I pindah sini 2002.
You kata you tak banyak buat lagu kan, tapi why songs?
About over 100 songs lah.
100 songs?
I mean not like macam my brother Adnan tu dah more than 1,000 songs.
Tapi lagu you banyak. I rasa banyak naik kot. Macam I can
over the
easily
years lah, not recently lah. Recently, apa tu, tak banyak airplay lah.
lagu you macam sayu tau. Macam I can relate. I tak tahu nak cakap sana. Kan? Dia macam dia bukan sedih sangat tau. Dia macam tak tahu nak cakap, sedih sikit. Dia macam pendam lah, macam the sadness you pendam je, tak beritahu orang macam tu. Kan? Betul ke? Macam lagu Azlan lain sikit kan, lagu dia lagi bright sikit.
Prolific, dia memang boleh
macam-macam lagu
buat banyak lagu lah, and then he can do a song on the spot. I cannot. I don't have that talent.
So you buat lagu?
Sometimes it takes me about 2 weeks just to come up with melody. That's why MCP every year selalu invite every Cipta Express. I cannot take part Cipta Express punya workshop tu. Are you member MCP?
MCP lah.
Cipta Express, you have a banquet where you work somebody, a team lah, and then write a song 1 or 2 days, and then present the song on stage. I can't. I take a long time to do a song.
So you buat sikit-sikit lah, you buat chorus dulu macam tu
Depends juga lah. Sometimes I get inspiration for, maybe the chorus datang, I just record on my handphone. Or just play melody and simpan. And then bila I decide to finish the song, I try to do. Sometimes it is like a jigsaw puzzle. You need to find the missing pieces to fit together, and it's always about the flow. Sometimes when you write a song, okay, you are done, and then next day dengar balik, something doesn't feel right. You keep writing, rewriting. Sometimes it's just one shot.
So you buat lagu tu, is it sekali dengan arrangement or you just compose melody only on the melody?
Melody, but I do a basic
arrangement lah.
Guitar guide or piano. Normally when I send my demos to people pun, I have a short demo lah, maybe a 1.5 minute demo that shows my verse, my chorus. Not so much the structure of the song, but the melody.
I see.
But I do spend some time to make sure the demo sounds good. You know, in the States also, they spend people, they spend a lot of time on the demos. The demos are actually the most important. It sells. That's the stage where you are pitching the song, and the music must be able to help. The music must be able to help promote the melody. The music must help promote the melody.
So you buat simple demo, but I tak faham sebab macam I nak buat demo kan, I tend to habiskan lagu, which is
that's fine. I used to do that also. I used to do
penat
full demo.
Tapi penat lah kan?
Penat lah. But sometimes depends lah. Orang yang nak, kata orang tu nak dengar lagu, dia dengar after the first chorus, dia tak minat, dia tak nak dengar dah rest of the song.
Yalah, betul juga. Tapi for now you buat shorter demo lah.
Nowadays I malas nak dia buat short demo lah, lantak lah.
Sebab you arrange berapa lama if you arrange per song?
About 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks.
Oh, lama juga.
Lambat.
I thought lambat. 2 weeks pun you pun buat 2 weeks lah. Okay lah.
Yalah. But actually what you should do, you should
tak tahu nak buat apa ni.
Just acquire knowledge, read interviews, people. Look at what the top people in the industry, I'm not talking about Malaysia, in the world, people like Max Martin. He's the one who's turning out all the top hits in the world kan. How they work, how much time they actually spend on. Some of them spend a month just to mix satu lagu. Just to mix to make buat arrangement apa lagi. That is how people, you tengok apa you tengok dengar radio tu nampak macam tak ada apa, but the amount of effort, this is something that we don't because we don't spend enough time. This is what we call, this is a point to obsession already. You want to get the most perfect, yang something that you can satisfy yourself. If you put the highest standard on yourself, this is how you improve. You have to put high standards on yourself. You have to meet your own standard dulu before you can satisfy other people.
Lepas tu in your case macam yelah, I don't know, yelah mungkin I tak tahu lah, you mungkin you abang kan, tapi for me I macam how can I sell my own songs? Macam you dah ada brand name lah, I can say, but for myself macam aku ada lagu, kau ni siapa kan, macam Macam you tahu Azlan buat sama orang dah macam I mean your songs
I was lucky sebab I started earlier. But you know, nowadays pun you have the new media to promote the word. It's not just one platform. A lot of people now, they are not getting support from radio.
Yalah.
They are using the internet. They are getting as many followers. It create a buzz and all that. There was one story of one guy kat US. He had the underground basement studio. He did everything himself. Dia produce semua. Lagu tu became number 1 Billboard. I mean, I started from this lah. You know, just a simple studio. In fact, the whole studio is based on this setup. Which over the years things have changed. The computer I might upgrade. I do my upgrading myself. I go to IMB, I buy the parts, I pasang sendiri.
Apple.
I'm using a PC. I assemble everything myself. So I'm more like a geek. I'm into all this. Ask me about hard disk, sound card, semua tu. You know, this is the stuff that I like. IMB is my second home. Lawyer is my second home.
Tapi for me, you geek pun you suka teknologi pun, tapi your art pun still as strong juga. You know, your art. I mean, the emotional part. I mean, the song itself.
That one is it's not something that can be taught lah.
Yes, I understand.
It also depends on your upbringing, what kind of songs. But dulu in the 80s, I used to listen to a lot of Indonesian music. I used to listen to Karimata, fast singers, all those.
So,
I grew up listening to a lot of fusion stuff. And in the 90s, actually, I did a lot of fast numbers. And then over the last 10 years lah, people asking me to do ballad. I buat lah. Then people think that I can only do ballads. Azlan, balada. But actually, I did a lot of upbeat stuff. Listen to Hassan punya second album.
Hassan.
We did a lot of experimentation.
Lagu Sarawak pun tu, Gadis Sarawak.
Itu first album. Second album tu yang tak popular. That's the one that we experimented. We did a lot of weird stuff. We incorporated ethnic music. Masa tu we just got 760 punya Roland sampler tu. We started sampling, and masa tu I got back from UK. I bought I studied dekat ni kan. So I also bought some sampling CDs with drum loops and all that. And we had the 80s from Akib Negara. We sample Gambus punya sound. We sample Gamelan.
Dulu lagi susah kan? Dulu lagi susah kan?
Yelah, dulu susah. 760 we had the monitor. We did the editing. Canggih juga dulu.
Canggih.
Now everything's mixed in the box. Sometimes I do my own samples also.
You belajar mixing macam mana? Buat mixing ni macam kena belajar. We cannot just pandai sendiri kan?
I belajar on my own lah. I read up. I join forums.
I see.
I listen. You see, there are two types of listeners. One is the listener yang listen just for enjoyment. And then one is listener yang analyse. And the one who listen analytically, meaning if you want to learn something, depends on what you want to learn. If you want to learn about songwriting, listen and analyse the melody. Jangan listen and enjoy je. So you have to be able to tune yourself into making sure how do you listen. Kalau you nak belajar buat lagu, you listen to all the songs yang ada, all the pop songs yang popular. Study the melody structure. Okay, the chorus is like that. The hook is see, now I know the hook is like that. You know, this is how the structure goes. Same thing as arrangement. You listen dengan the way that you analyse. The same thing as sound mixing. So you say you study, and a good reference is to get still the NS10M speakers. It is the standard. Multi-million-dollar studios are still using NS10M.
NS10M.
Yang NS10M speakers.
Yang putih tu?
Putih. It's not because it's accurate, but because it's a reference. So if you can make your mix sound good on this pair of white codes ni, basically you be okay lah. Cuma low sajalah. Low dia you can't really hear much. But my Mac key tu can go down to 37 Hz. So
very low tu.
Very low. Just I don't actually mix in the Mac key. Sorry, I actually mix the NS10M. I turn on the Mac key just to hear the low frequencies.
I see.
I don't really mix. I also have a pair of K5 ni just to check my mix. I listen to basically 3 pair speakers, also headphones.
Oh.
When I do arrangement, in fact I use headphones.
Oh, we arrangement pakai headphone
dapat feel lagi.
Oh, macam tu So
and basically if you want to do your own studio, the most money actually, if you want serious about recording,
yes, correct,
the most money should be spent on the recording chain. This is the most important thing.
Recording.
What are the recording chain? The microphones, the mic preamp, the A to D converter.
Oh, apa dia?
A to D, analog to digital converter.
I see.
In fact, A to D is the most important. It is the quality of your A to D converter that converts your analog signal to digital.
Lain. I pakai yang interface biasa tu, yang
these are the things yang most important. Like the rest is secondary. Like my case, I have the Fuji which I use. It's not cheap, but it is an investment. This is one of the best lah during that time. Anyway, Fuji makes the best converters in the world.
I see.
And ni saja pun dah 1,000 over US. This 2 channel. And I have SSL dengan this weird looking mic. This is a mic preamp, looks like a head of a robot. It's called Robbie. And I mean that's where the money should be spent. The rest secondary.
The miking semua ni.
I don't use Neumann and all that. I use there's one favorite mic I have is the Blueberry mic. It's produced by an American company, blue in color. It's called Blueberry. It's a good vocal mic. But a lot of my hits were actually produced using this mic. This is the C1. This one recently lah, about 3-4 years ago. This mic boleh dapat, boleh pergi kat Layat top floor, mid specialist selling this. Tak mahal, about 1,000 plus. It's very bright.
Kat Layat jual
Layat top floor ada one shop called mid specialist. Some people record only one mic.
Yes.
And then they do all the editing in digital format. That's why you can have the most expensive plugins in the world.
Okay.
But kalau you use a mic
body pun
if your source is garbage, it's garbage.
Yelah, orang cakap
get the best, invest in the best preamp, preamp, mic dengan A to D.
Dia mostly you cakap ni sebab for vocals kan,
for recording anything, acoustic guitar ke apa ke.
Sebab
this 2008 kot, I started doing everything in a box. I do program arrangement using 100%. Because last time I was using Samplitude punya software tu, it's more for basically for mixing lah, not so much for any. But now the integration dengan VST is much better. I can do everything in one software. Dulu I had sound canvas, and I had another Roland sound audio, and I had this one, and I used to use another keyboard, Cheetah keyboard. Keyboard tu, I love that. Because nowadays I don't track analog to digital anymore. Everything's digital. The only thing I record is this vocal, and other instruments.
So basically macam if we use VST, macam I pakai apa ni, super drummer kan, lepas tu bass pun MIDI kan. So dia bunyi dia macam okay kan? Is it sama ke dengan whatever setup you have? You faham kan? Macam let's say you pakai the same VST as mine.
Sometimes not so much the bunyi, but sometimes the style of playing, and sometimes when you do the slides and all that. It's the little things and
you pakai
last couple of years I've been using only MIDI, but before that I rajin record live bass, and I use an E1 equalizer.
Tapi you are more into piano player lah.
I'm not a piano player. I can play the keyboards, but that's about it.
So I cannot
even read properly.
Your main instrument ni apa?
Yalah,
keyboard lah. Tapi
keyboards
bukannya,
I'm not a performer. I'm not trained ni. I studied piano up to grade 3, but after that my father stop, you have to do your therapy. After that I never pick up. I took organ lesson. Organ tak apa, main everything semua dah ready dah. Kan?
So basically you write song
by ear.
Bukannya instrument lah, you just
no, I mean I do write pakai my main instrument normally when I write is actually piano. whatever songs I write. Depends lah the kind of song that I write. If it's a fast number, sometimes I have a groove and I have a hook, a 4-bar hook, chord pattern. Then I just maybe sometimes I sing the melody. I get a melody. So there is no definite way. So sometimes the melody comes when you are driving, and then you just take handphone, you record, that's it. And then you lupa balik.
Apa ni?
There is no definite way lah, of writing. And I still have issues about writing. I find it very hard to write songs.
Tapi you cakap macam ni, tapi the result is superb lah.
Because it's well, I mean, yalah, thank you very much.
But tak, for me pun it's not only your achievement lah. For me, I macam capture my heart. Lagu Azlan Hassan ni macam tangkap, dia buat apa pun sedap gila.
The art of writing tu is not something that can be taught lah.
Yeah, I know.
It is something that has to be felt.
Tapi you take so long to write songs, but still the result is outstanding.
Sometimes I never get to finish. Sometimes you have singers yang minta lagu kan. I never gave them songs. Not because I sombong ke apa, because I tried writing, I couldn't get melody, so I never gave them any song. Some people say it's very hard to get a song. Recently Ali Cats minta lagu. I saw the new lineup. It's not bad lah. That guy can sing everything lah, Chinese, Indian.
Lain lah dah.
The new line, I said the vocal is still there.
Ada vocal still
there. But I couldn't write. I don't know how to write based on his voice and all that. I mean, we all grow up listening to him.
Okay, so you buat lagu basically when the singers minta, or you dah ada files of demos?
Normally when singers minta lah.
So you will study dia punya range.
I normally minta a demo. Kalau I tak pernah dengar who this person is, I minta a link or something just to listen to their voices lah.
But
I need some kind of
bukannya you buat dulu, you choose lah, ada 100 lagu ni you pilih lah.
I tak ada lagu.
You tak ada stock lah.
I have some unfinished melody, but these are not worthy of, because before I give a demo, I kena buat proper demo. Walaupun dia wind up edit je, dia kena ada.
So you buat demo pun you mixing cantik semua lah, macam finished product juga lah.
Actually, that is a good practice to be. It's a good practice for anybody.
Tapi penat lah.
But you will listen. You go to internet. You check out even demos that songwriters submit. They are like finished products. Some of the producers, sometimes they're thinking, how am I going to compete? I mean, I am the producer. Ada demo dah macam ni. But that's how it is lah. That's how the.
So lagu-lagu you macam lagu Syama, lagu Nora dulu kan? Is it you buat tu untuk after dia minta lah, is it?
Tak ingat lah. 1990s.
Lagu Kai tu semua kan? Lagu yang Adi Bahno yang you menang je lagi.
Kai is interesting. Lagu Kai actually initially don't laugh lah. Actually I wrote that song for Daniel Malaysian Idol. I wanted Daniel to sing that kind, just something different lah, minor key.
Dia Cina tapi dia cakap lagi
Sony macam tak ada respon from them kan. And then I passed to Anwar was like, he never came back.
Itu yang I dengar lah.
Submitted to a few people lah. I tak ingat siapa lagi. And then at the end, I wrote the song during Ramadan. Tapi I've heard stories about. But I mean, when you do a song pun, you do it not because you want any
recognition,
fame or recognition or award. It's not about the award. It's just about your own satisfaction. You are happy, you are satisfied dengan melody tu. It's not about writing to get an award. It's never been about. You ask any composer, but there's never been anybody yang I want to write this song, kawan get an award. Tak ada, no such thing.
Itu yang I amazed dengan you lagi. Sebab it's very ironic tau, you cakap macam tu tau. Sebab you menang banyak award kan. It's not AIM kan, jual lagu pun kan, you menang Adi Bahno kan. But
Adibah lah, there's a lot you can study from. Don't listen to local songs, listen to songs from the 70s, 80s. The best songs are written from the 70s. Listen to the melody. They spend time on the melody. Nowadays, anywhere in the world, the melody is secondary. It's always about the beat.
Yes.
The beat. But to me, but you look at the trend US now, they are coming back to
melody
to you look at Bruno Mars yang latest song tu. If you were from the 70s, and then when you listen to his latest single, now people would think that the song came from the 70s. The beat, the sound.
Yeah.
They're coming back to look Chris Brown. Jadi going back to the R&B.
Yalah. Dia come back to melody balik.
Coming back to melody. That's why I have issues about writing song, because I spend a lot of time writing melody. And the problem is people expect, alah, Azlan takkan dapat melody sama je. So the pressure is there. So I mean,
yalah.
Sometimes I wish I could use a different pen name. And like people not judge my song. But I do see comment yang kata alah lagu Azlan cliche. Tapi because they know it's my song. Kalau if somebody song, they wouldn't comment. They tend to make comparison. Lagu ni sounds like this song, like Azlan punya last song. But actually no, it is just psychological. Because dia tengok the song written by this person.
Dia nampak. Dia macam try terkenal kan.
Lagu Allergy Sepi pun,
dia Sepi aku suka lagu tu.
Sepi pun, my own mum pun dia dah know I wrote the song. Lagu sebab it's not something that
lagu tu minor kan. Dia lain sikit, I tahu. Tapi I still suka lagu tu. Lain, you
lagu
punya
lain kan. Lagu tu actually I gave to Raihan. So but they never came back to me. I got the inspiration when I was watching Lawrence Arabia. She did the soundtrack dia. I love all this
lagu tu kan.
Soundtracks from this kind of Arabic Middle East punya kan. So the inspiration lah, not the melody came from the inspiration. So and then kebetulan Azarina was looking for material, so again simple song je, just a repetitive hook, and coupled with good singing. So already lah, it's got very rich deep voice.
Lepas tu you punya signature, I thought bila chorus you naik key. Bila last chorus kan you naik key.
The reason being, I know dia naik key. You see, when I did a song for Ziana, I thought that she could sing high. But after she's given birth, she lost. Putus urat kan dia. She lost some high notes. Dia tak, dia struggle. Masa jual lagu pun she struggle kat high notes. Actually it's not that high lagu tu, tapi she used to sing sampai F sharp. And now D pun yalah. There are some veteran singers yang still can sing high, yang macam siapa tu, nyanyi from 90s tu, Ahmad Nawab punya singer, female.
Siapa?
Ram.
Itu lagu you juga yang lagu dia yang
Ketentuan. Dia tu suara dia still sama. Dia boleh sampai. I pun tak apa dia makan.
Itu lagu you
respect dia lah. Ketentuan.
No wonder you buat lagu lama, sebab
Aisyah pun can still hit the high notes.
Aisyah despite dia dah politik ni.
Some singers like Liza Aziz pun still can hit F sharp G. Tak tahu apa yang dia makan. But suara pun something you need to maintain. Bukannya nyanyi je, something you kena banyak patah larang. One of the patah larang Liza Aziz, dia tak minum minuman sejuk. It's bad. Actually it's bad for you to drink cold drinks.
Dia tak minum sejuk langsung.
Air suam je. Keluar makan nak suam. You want to be singer lah. I mean I do my vocal guides semua myself. Tapi sebab sometimes I to do recording for female punya key, I terpaksa nyanyi. I tak panggil orang lain, nyanyi sendiri.
You buat falsetto lah.
Buat falsetto. But I do head tone also.
Head tone.
Mengapa? I mean like Inisa they do this kind of tone. Ada suara rock sikit lah.
Yelah ada. Apa ni, Siti pun ada kan lagu Siti rasa ada kan satu, I tak tengok
yang hadiah hatinya album tu lah. Hadiah hatinya album, I did one ballad and one verse.
Lama tu kan,
couple years ago lah. And before that, Satu Cinta Dua Jiwa tu lah, masa
ya lagu tu dah masa dia baru start kan, masa dia muda-muda kan.
Itu pun dah sampai album dah.
Ya ke?
Satu Cinta Dua Jiwa.
Satu Cinta, agak zaman college kan lagu tu.
Apa lah you?
I 34. You?
42.
Dekat kita, tapi
actually the thing that will help you is actually technical skill, arrangement skills. This is the thing that you can build a career. But do not go full time yet. Macam I did music part time. I had the daytime job. I worked at the bank for 9 years.
I see. Bila
I worked from 1994 to 2002. Sampai my father pun tanya I, hey, when are you going to quit your banking job? I was like, when are you going to make my banking job? Yeah, do music full time.
Ya mana tak semua. Dulu dia
tak lagi. Ada kan your parents yang tanya you?
Kita yang nak
It should be the other way around kan. So I was very lucky because when I work at the bank, The bank doesn't occupy much of my time.
I see.
Treasury.
I see.
After 5:30, the trading hours gone. Come back at night. I do music. Weekends I do music. I had no life. I had no. That's what I do. I love doing what I
bank
do.
negara ke je dia?
No, I work at Konyit Bank, Treasury.
Konyit Bank.
So money markets. I got
dia
BA and do music part time and build your reputation. Get as many jobs as possible. The jobs the thing that we pay your bills are actually all these skills of arranging. These are the things. The song too, you can do it on your own dulu, but develop your repertoire lah. Develop your reputation. If people need your help to do jingles ke apa ke,
jingle pun you buat
and then learn to improve your the quality of your production lah, in terms of sound, arrangement and study. Always jangan dok dengar music kat radio and then that's it, and enjoy. Study analytically. This is very important. You have to listen and analyze, not just listen. Listen and analyze. Be aware of what is going on in music. How do you get that kind of vocal sound? Things like that. Now, when you focus a lot on your work, your results, it will speak for itself. You don't need to find a job. People hear your work. Because you know that you spend a lot of time getting the best possible sound, best possible arrangement, and then the results will speak for itself. So I'm not like other people lah. Because you must remember, I have my own studio. In my studio, I'm the only one yang operate the studio. This studio is not for rent. I seorang je. I'm a control freak. I want to do everything myself. Serious. I jaga vocal, and jaga vocal tu takes a lot of years of experience. The experience is not so much of determining whether penyanyi tu flat or sharp, but how to make the singer comfortable with you. Interpersonal skills. How do you make, because a singer who comes into your vocal room, they are very vulnerable, regardless of how great they are. Seriously. Even Anozin, baru mana I recorded Anozin
dengan di Bandung
he was nervous. Dia
nervous.
Dia kata nervous. So dia pun sumpang. So I
pelik I thought orang power ni dia cool ke.
You'll be surprised. So as a producer, you must be able to make them be comfortable. Apatah lagi singer yang baru lagi kan, yang tak ada experience. So in order to do that, you have to make them comfortable lah, be their friend.
Tapi I jumpa you ni pun I rasa comfortable.
I mean, what you're saying is just one way lah. I'm sure you interview a lot of other people. They have their own ways, their own methods. This is
your way lah.
It's not the best way. It's just my way because this is how I was brought up. But I was lucky. Masa kecil lagi, I was exposed to all this. Dulu, we were all staying dekat my parents' house kat PJ. We had this studio called Studio 67. It was located in our parents' house. Adnan, Azman all used to stay there, and they used to work there. Zain Azim punya Puncak Kasih album was all done in the house.
Ya ke?
It was done in the house. So I grew up in the house. I was already playing around. Dia kecil lagi playing around with the the keyboards and all that. So I was exposed quite early. Right now, because of technology, we are very lucky. We can do everything in one box.
Yes, correct.
Now people talk about mixing in the box. So that is the way to go lah. Now you have all these plugins that can emulate.
Kalau dia minta memang
by right kalau ikut secara etikanya lah, patutnya when a client come to you asking for a song, if they reject, they should pay a rejection fee. Even if you write just the
simple
lyrics saja pun, even lyrics pun by right lah, macam corporate songs pun like that.
So kalau orang reject your song,
simple lah,
tapi wasted lah. Tapi tak wasted as long as,
to me it's not wasted lah. At least I have more songs in my library.
Tapi I still amazed lah. Somehow you dengan cakap you buat lagu susah pun, tapi still lagu you,
I have issues writing songs. It's difficult to write songs. These are some of the recordings that I don't actually let other people listen lah. But these are the raw stuff. Some raw melody. Dengar tak ada make sense to you kan? Ni kadang kat handphone, like in the room, you know. These are song yang half written yang tak develop lagi. I'm sure you do that also kan?
Ya.
Terlalu klise. I saja bagi tahu. Ni just piano je.
This is only for your reference, bukan?
My for reference, not
for people lah.
Not people to listen. But from here, it's some of the stuff that maybe I listen balik, maybe I develop further. So some of them are like macam sia je lah melody. But
macam tu kan. Okay.
This is the original demo for lagu Nurhan tadi. Dengar tadi.
Tadi.
This is the original. Ni pun I was like fooling around and I got melody and then I just save the file and then
bila minta lagu you macam refer kat sini lah. Itulah. Your library.
Then it's just free tempo.
Lah piano kan.
I malah nak record, I just play live lah.
I see. Nice.